Hello guys, today we are looking at this. This is the iPhone 6 case made by Popov Leather in Canada. They specialize in making small leather goods and knickknacks, such as this one. I have the review of the business card holder on my YouTube account as well, so if you want to have a look at that, that'd be great. This one comes in 3 different sizes, so it's made for iPhone 6, 6S or the 6 Plus. So just choose your phone when you're ordering. And I'll have to take their word for the fit, because actually I have a Samsung Galaxy S6 that I use. And I've had to stretch this a bit, but there's a top tip for you. So in case you're looking for a really classy, nice looking leather protector case for your phone, doesn't have to be the iPhone 6. You can have it any phone, as long as it's sort of within the size and parameters of the iPhone. Now my Galaxy S6 is slightly larger than the iPhone, so I just made a small wooden plank that I keep this overnight, and it stretches it bit by bit so that it's actually fitting it quite nicely nowadays. The case itself, there's 3 options in it. The leather itself, the stitching, and then the monogram or the stamping, if you will. So the leather itself comes from the US. It's from a company called Halloween, and it's a Chrome XL type of leather, and it's extremely soft and nice, kind of waxy to the touch. And actually, when you get it first out of the box, you'll notice that it's really oily. That'll obviously wear off during use during the first day or two, but it's really in there. It's impregnated with all types of stuff, and it feels like no other leather I've ever had. It's fantastic feeling, really. And the color options are tan, which is this one, so it's like a darkish brown. Comes also in burgundy, cherry, black, and driftwood. Now I have a driftwood business card holder from them, and that is also very nice looking leather. The second option is then the stitching. So as you can see, I've gone for the cream white sort of stitching color here. You can also choose from a few shades of brown, black, and navy. And the third option is then, which I haven't gone for in this case, but I did go for in my business card holder, is then the stamping. So you can, I think it's up to 8 digits that you can have stamped. And it's not laser etched or engraved or colored or anything. It's just a stamping, so it's somewhat faint. But I actually prefer that, so that it doesn't really stand out. But you can definitely see it in the right light. About the case itself, it's a very simple design. It's 2 pieces of leather that's bent over and sewn shut on 2 sides to create the case shape. And there's a wraparound pocket that's also available on some of their wallets and other things that they do, like the field note cover and so on. And this actually has more, let's say, more importance than you think. Firstly, I like it for the design, because it sort of breaks down the monotony of a rectangular shape. So it's a visually very appealing, at least to my eye. Secondly, and most importantly, it adds to the structural integrity quite a lot. If you can see, it's actually quite thick, because all the way from here you have 4 layers of leather that are sewn. And then from here on, you have 3 layers of leather that are sewn together, and it's very thick. So that adds a lot of structure to the case itself, because if you just have one piece of leather that you fold over, in this leather especially, because it's very pliable and very soft, it would be quite bendy. But since you actually have 4 layers of leather here, it's actually quite rigid in structure as well. And of course, you have so much leather here on these 2 sides that if you happen to drop it on these sides, you should be okay. It should protect the phone quite well. And thirdly, and probably most obviously it works as a pocket. So here you can actually use this as a sort of phone wallet, so you could put your cash and credit cards and receipts and whatnot. And in the back, what I've done is I've put one of my business cards here, so in case I happen to lose the case and or phone, hopefully then some gentle soul will then contact me and I can get them back. That actually works quite well here in Finland. I use the front pocket for post-its or something that I need to remember during the day or when I'm going shopping or whatnot. Instead of writing it on the phone, I just have it sticking out here so I can remember it. The stitching, I have to say, is better than I've seen on most products. It's really even and it's really thick. They're using this tiger thread, and it's really thick. It's really well made, and as you can see from the ending here, they go back on themselves once to reinforce it, and then the ends are burned. So there's no way of this starting to unravel at any time. Comes with a lifetime warranty, which I think is really good. It's a good guarantee of their quality and their confidence in their own products. The edges themselves are sanded. If you go on the Instagram, you can actually find a lot of pictures about the manufacturing process itself, and you can see that they actually sand these down so that they're very even, and then they're finished. I think these are burnished with beeswax, so this is also very nice to touch. It's a soft and somewhat oily to the touch, but it's very nice. Like I said, I use this for a Samsung S6, and you can really use it for any phone that's sort of in the proximity in terms of size to the iPhone 6. The color is tan, stitching is in cream. I didn't go for the stamping. Highly recommended. This is my absolute favorite leather knick-knack of today. It's really good quality, and most importantly, it stands out from all the mass-produced cases and covers and whatever people use nowadays, fake leather. This is the real thing, real deal. It'll definitely spark some conversation when you put this on the table, and function-wise, I think it's very good. It protects the phone. I mostly use it when I'm going places on the bike, for example. So I put this in the backpack or on my pocket, and it keeps the phone safe from scratches and so on. Obviously, if you drop it on its head, you won't get much protection. But if you happen to drop it on some of the sides where the stitching is and where you have the thick pieces of leather, then it'll actually give a lot of protection for the phone as well. So you might get away with a few drops more than you would normally do. So my verdict, highly recommended. Love this thing, and for the price, I think it's really a bargain if you can use this for 5 or 10 years. If you can manage the way with getting phones that are similarly sized, I think it's a great product. Highly recommended. The tan iPhone 6 case with cream stitching from Popov Leather. That's all from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.